Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's for Faith and Mother with. Thank you for choosing to watch this video and just being in this space with me right here, right now. Thank you so much. If you're new to this space, you're welcome. I'm glad to have you here. And if you have been in this space before now, thank you for also being back in this space again today. Alright, so before we go on, have you subscribed? I want to encourage you to subscribe to this channel. Let's keep the community, yes, I call this a community, let's keep it growing. The more we share, the more we engage, like, comment, and all the likes, the more YouTube also helps project and send it out there for more audience and more people to view this channel. So thank you for all the support, and don't let us get tired. You're the reason why I'm here, so thank you for everything so far and for the things to come. Alright, so today I want to talk briefly about job or job. I'm sure you're wondering what's the difference. Yes, the first one has a capital J and the second has a small j. I'm sure you're still wondering, what is it? So let me give you a back just so that we align and things get clearer as I share on this. So there was this particular evening I was having my time out, and another thing I want you to bear in mind while I share this is at the point of recording this video I have been applying for jobs, and so this will give you some context to what I'm about to share. So back to the evening time. So I was having my time out with God, and I was just praying, and while I was praying I just remembered him nudging me to write something down about it. So I wrote it down, and what I wrote down in the midst of that sentence, I used a capital J. And if you're writing for people that are familiar with English writing, you only write something with a capital J if it's like God, for example, in the sentence, or a name of a person, just, things that are important in quotes. Those are the ones we give priority to by writing them in capital. But well, the long and short of the gist is that I wrote J, capital J-O-B, job, in the midst of the word it was bringing to mind for me to write down. And I journal a lot during my time out anyway, so he now told me to go back to read it. And then it was like, Mercy, are you sure you're not making this an idol? And I know that it sounds trivial, like anybody, it could be a typo. Well, it wasn't a typo, it was intentional, subconsciously, that I wrote it in capital J. And it was just drawing my attention to the fact that I need to, as much as this is something that I want, at the point of recording this video, while I'm still anticipating getting the job, I would say that each day makes me feel eager, anticipating when I get that job. And as much as anticipation is good and you're eager for something, it was just a place of the Lord calling my attention to it becoming a form of idol that I was placing a huge priority on. And yes, so there were some other conversations that happened, and it just kind of made me want to talk about it, because sometimes you're praying over something, you're excited towards something, you're looking forward towards something, but if one is not careful, at some point you realize that all your prayer requests is always that thing. And it's okay for you to raise it as prayer requests to the Lord, but if your 30 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever your number of minutes and hours for your time out with God is, if your major conversation is that thing, day 1, that thing, day 2, day 3, day 4, like every single day, then you should beware, because one of the things you drew my attention to that night is, it's okay for me to pray about it, it's okay for me to remind him, but he's not a God that has not heard from the day one I mentioned it. He's also not a God that is not aware that I need it. He's aware of my current, and he knows that that would be a good addition to my life. Another thing is that he's not a God that just wants to hold off on something intentionally without giving you. So that means that as much as I'm bringing it before him time and time again, I need to be conscious of it not becoming an idol, something that becomes top priority on my list such that even when He's nudging me to pray for A, B, and C, all I'm thinking of is job. Those subtle ways that things that we need or we're asking the Lord for can become an idol. So that is why I'm sharing this, that you just need to pay attention to some certain things, some fine lines. It was one of the things I would not have thought of, because I try to be as careful as possible, especially when I'm going through a waiting season, I'm in need of something, that thing doesn't become a form of idol. But well, it was becoming that, and it was needful that He drew my attention to it. So well, if you're going through a waiting season, I'm just encouraging you to not lose sight of the one that is able to give you. Don't put the priority or your dependency on the manifestation of that thing. Don't feel like your life can only be better when that thing happens or manifests in your life. Right now, in the midst of it, choose to see what the Lord is working in that current of yours while you anticipate what is coming. And I pray that you will not lose sight of the hand that carries you, and you will not lose sight of the one who is in care and in charge of your future. Amen. I just want to say this as I close. Your life is beautiful, even in the current. Yes, that thing has fitting. It feels like it to be beautiful when it happens. But right now, the life you have is beautiful. You are capable. If you are applying for a job, just as I am in this current and I'm recording this video, you are capable of being and doing exceedingly, even in your current. I know that sometimes it feels like that thing has to manifest before we live in the fullness, but that is not God's promise. Our fullness is not tied to a particular thing. The fullness is every day, every time. So just choose to look inward and see the provision you have in your current while you anticipate what is next. Alright, love and light at all times. Thank you for being in this space once again, and I'll see you in the next video. Leave a comment. I would like to hear from you. Don't forget to share this video as well. And yes, take care of you. Bye.